Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. Today is going to be something a little bit different. We're building my very first Animal Crossing set now. Full disclosure, hate me if you will, I've never played Animal Crossing. I would probably enjoy it, honestly. I just don't have a ton of time for, something that specific. And plus streaming Nintendo games is dicey given how Nintendo tends to treat their creators, and we'll get there one day maybe. I played Pokemon for a bit when I first started, and that's when Pal World I think came out, and Nintendo was suing a couple content creators, and obviously you can play their game and they're not going to bother you. Nervous me doesn't want anything to do with that, but this is actually going to be utilized for a couple different reasons, and this is going to be part one of the Nooks and Crannies house, and then, or I know it's Nook's Cranny, I know, I'm gonna keep calling it Nooks and Crannies by accident, that's my bad. My fiance loves Animal Crossing, so it'll be sacrilege if I say anything wrong here. But this is going to be turned into a modular building in the Lego City. I already have all the spare pieces. All I need to do is build a half base plate mills style, and we will be good to go. I'm very excited to add this to the Lego City, and I've said before, I like doing custom builds like that off of Rebrickable or my own creation, just because I like having every Lego theme represented in my room, and I don't have room for a little village for Animal Crossing, and I think maybe one day that would be really cool just to excuse me, represent another Lego theme, but at this point in the stage, I just don't have that space. So, Brick Artisan, I believe it was, took both of these and 300 extra pieces and turned it into a modular building, and I think that's going to be awesome once it's done. Now, I got this on sale for $50 clearance at Walmart. It retails for $75. It has 535 pieces and 2 unique minifigures to the set, which are Rosie and Tom Nook, of course. Now, I don't believe that this is, it shouldn't be $75 in my opinion. Obviously, you have the Nintendo tax, I would believe, put onto that, but overall, it's a cute set, but just by looking at it, $75 is a little extreme, especially for 2 minifigures and a couple small open-backed houses, but hey, Lego in 2024, nobody's exactly happy with having to pay for these things. But yeah, you got some customization features, obviously. We're going to be building this thing just outright the way it's built, or the way it's supposed to be built, reviewing it, and then I will turn this into a modular building in the next couple videos, I would imagine. I don't know if I have enough 1x2s to make a mills plate, so that's kind of the only reason. I don't know how soon it's going to be. I just have to place some orders. But I kind of wanted to give this set its own review, give it a little bit of the spotlight, and if I do any Animal Crossing in the future, then I can feature them on that playlist as well. But I just, wanted to give this its own time. So thank you all so much for joining me for another LEGO build. Look forward to this becoming a modular building pretty soon. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. It helps the channel out a lot, and I will see you next time. Oh, I'm sorry. Next time. I'll see you at the end of the build, folks. Listen, this is my 4th recording today. I'm editing a video on this screen up here. I'm playing Supermarket Simulator on the screen over here. I have a monster next to me, and I have my camera over here, and I work in 2 hours. That's the kind of day my office is. This is recording day for the week, which means 7 recordings if I'm doing well, and we're headed on a good path today. I think this is number 4 in about 4 hours, so we're doing well. We're hanging in there. The rambles. I love it. Alright everybody, so here's the final build. This is delightful. I mean, it's precious, honestly. Again, in my opinion, definitely not worth the $75 price tag, but if you can find it on sale like I did, it is a really cool build. It really does make me wish that I could have like a little Animal Crossing village, but, you know, just don't have space. Now, one thing that is pretty cool, the windowsills can either be pink or brown. I just threw the brown ones on there for now, but it does come with alternates for that one specifically. So very, very cool. Obviously that's for Rosie's house. This one has just like the glass panels, but definitely still works. You know, comes with a little bike. Now, the way these hook up, if you've done the Mario sets before, how you can basically like customize a little map, they use the exact same pieces as the other Nintendo lineup. So I don't think Sonic works the same way. I actually haven't built any of the Sonic ones yet, but I think those are more standalone, whereas like Mario and this could probably combine. I know that's not Nintendo, but it's still part of like that video game series going on. We also have like a little tea party going on here. I love that translucent purplish pink. That looks fantastic. And then a little orange tree. If this isn't included in the modular building, just because I don't entirely know what it's going to look like just yet in the city, I'm going to put that probably in the forest itself. Then we move on to the minifigures. We'll start with Rosie. Very, very cool. Definitely very interesting looking. Got the tail coming up from the back. Little bow on her head, but looks fantastic. And then, of course, everybody's favorite, Tom Nook. And I guess I should have given him his little satchel here. Let's see if I can get that to sit on there. There we go. Tom Nook in his little satchel. You know, he's got those tired eyes going on. Come on, camera. There you go. Good job. Got the little, his little like party hat on. His little badge. Got the floral print shirt. And of course, the tail in the back. I don't know why my camera's not autofocusing to this guy. Not a fan of Tom Nook, apparently. But very, very cool in terms of the minifigures. And again, only 2 of them for that $75 price tag. I know when I showed it to my fiance, she said that they definitely should have included maybe a couple more people, or I should say villagers, I guess is the better way to put it. Oh, I almost missed this. There's a little letter that can go in the mail slot. Almost missed that one. So we'll start with Rosie's place. Overall, a cute little cottage for sure. Obviously these would be a little bit tougher to put into anything unless you heavily customize them, just because they are relatively small, but you have a really nice arching doorway here. You have some smoke coming out of the chimney, some flowers on both sets, and a little mailbox. We also have a street lamp and a light outside. You guys already know I'll be lighting up this building once it gets modularized and customized. In here, of course, very, very colorful. You have some of that purplish pink translucent, little recliner chair, table, stove. You got a coffee cup and a bed print, and there's also a poster for bubblegum. Then we move on to the actual, the Cranny, Tom Nook shop. Adorable. Obviously, what's really nice, none of these were sticker prints, they were all printed. So you know what, that's definitely worth a few extra bucks in my opinion, because as you all know, not a big fan of the stickers. We have a little flower pot with made out of a waterer, so that's pretty cool. Small bulletin board and a bin with a carrot inside, in case somebody wants to pick that up. We have like little streamers and garland over top. And then on the actual inside, the little radio is Menina, I believe it said. Again, I don't know Animal Crossing, so apologies if I should know that and I don't. We have a little token here, the cash register, flower pot, guitar, and a bucket. We also have a fridge with some milk, juice, and I believe it was an acorn up top, and a couple of like gardening tools. We got a shovel and a broom. So overall, I mean, it is a great little set for sure. If you're an Animal Crossing fan, I guarantee that you guys are going to enjoy this. For me, obviously, it's more so like I want to customize it and add it to the city, but I definitely could see myself building something a little bit more specific for this stuff in the future, and there are plenty of sets out there right now if you wanted to actually do so. I wanted to show you guys, I can't find where I put the instruction manual. Oh, there it is. The entire like layout right now. I think that's what it kind of looks like after wave 1. We are in wave 2 right now. But I mean, if there's custom builds for some of this stuff, I would definitely be interested. I do have this one in my backlog as well. I'm going to add that to like the beach. It's just not a very beachy time right now. This is more of winter village and stuff like that. But very, very cute set. I hope you guys like this video. It is something obviously a little bit different. Oh, look at that. You can turn that too to make it a little bit more curved. Pretty cool. But yeah, the channel's going through a lot of good stuff right now, at least in my opinion. Fishing has really slowed down in my life because it's extremely cold and windy in Pennsylvania right now. But I've added, I would assume by the time you guys see this, it should be up and active. I've added bird watching to the channel, which is going to be pretty cool. Legos are obviously not going anywhere. This time of the year, it's tough for me to build bigger Lego projects just because, you know, holiday and Christmas spending, 2 sibling birthdays, my fiance's birthday. There's a lot of stuff between November and January going on. I also just planned my very first saltwater trip, which is going in January off the coast of either New Jersey or Maryland, and it is going to be very, very cold. So I've got to start saving up for that a little bit. So I've got a lot of cool stuff coming up here. Legos are still going to be in full force. I'm not switching that schedule around. You're probably going to see less video games or maybe just less like primetime video games, just because I know those don't do near as well on this channel as like Legos, fishing. My first camera video did well, so we're going to start transitioning a little bit to a more set schedule. So like Madden on Sundays will continue, fishing on Fridays, bird watching Wednesdays, and then we're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, which will be primarily Legos, and then some video games mixed in as well. But yeah, so that's basically as we wrap up 2024 here, and I move into my 3rd year on YouTube, more of a set schedule. And I know the algorithm doesn't appreciate me adding new things, but I'm trying to find a nice like niche that I'm really happy with, and I'm happy with what I'm currently doing with everything. I'm trying to balance Lego the best I can, considering this is by far and away the most expensive portion of the channel. With like birding, you can kind of just go out and do things. Fishing, I basically have everything I need. That won't excuse me from buying new rods and reviewing stuff for you next year, but you know, you kind of get to a point where you have all of the gear that you responsibly need and then some. So that way I can more financially focus on Legos and a lot of cool stuff coming for this year. I have some projects in mind to finish up 2024, and then for the start of 2025, the beach, the boardwalk, and stuff like that, come springtime will be a big inclusion for that. I want to do with the forest project that we did a little bit ago. I don't think it's going to happen this year. I wanted to like winterize it, so like give me something to look forward to every year. So like spring has certain flowers, summer has certain flowers, fall time I can transition all the trees into like fall coloration, and then winter obviously, you know, brown leaves, dying leaves, different animals, different plants, different birds. Like I would love to do that with the forest scene I've been working on. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll have a link probably in the cards and or description below. And I really like I love how it's turned out. And we just did the animals and the plants texturizing, and then I'm building the creeks here pretty soon. But I just don't know if I'm gonna have time to winterize that, quote unquote, for this year. I know it's only December when you guys are going to be seeing this and when I'm recording it, but February or January, February is kind of the end of that, and I don't know if I'm going to have time with the winter village, my backlog that I'm currently burning through, and then some other big projects I'm working on. So we'll see. I don't want to ramble on too much. I just kind of wanted to give you the end of the year goals here. Winter village has been a little bit slow. And you know, that's not entirely by design. I'm not as inspired for the Winter Village this year, and I'm debating kind of the direction when I would take it. And Mills plating is kind of like the next obvious step. But, I mean, you and I both know, me Mills plating 6 things isn't as exciting as it could be, but, you know, it is a necessary process that has to happen. And I like going out of my way to, like, watch people's videos where it's just like, all right, today we're building a base plate for one thing. And like, I like that. I like seeing specific builds. And especially if you have a limited space, like not everybody has room for a giant city in their house. I don't have room for it. So here we are. But I like stuff like that. And again, I don't want to ramble on too much. I just kind of want to give you guys like the synopsis of what's going on right now. But thank you all so much for joining me. Again, I hope you guys are having a safe and happy holiday season and winter wherever you guys are from. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you found it helpful. It definitely helps out the channel a lot. Follow me on Instagram. I have 3 of them, one for Lego, one for fishing, and one for bird watching and photography. There's links to, well, at least one of those things in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy building, everybody.